So in the prior video, we took a look at entering alpha values or text values. So our next step in creating this Excel spreadsheet is to enter some numeric values, some currency amounts for the amounts that we are spending for each bill across all the months. All right, so let's go ahead and have a look. All right, so here I am in my Excel file that we had created in last video. So we are going to enter some dollar values for these expenses that I have for each month, right? Just to simplify, what I can do is I can just keep these 3 months, January, February, March, and let me just delete from April till December. I'll keep the total column there. So just select them, right click and just delete. What I'm going to do is I'm going to enter some dollar values from the cell B4 till over here D8. So let's say in the month of Jan, for rent I have let's say $1,000. By the way, I'm just using my arrow keys to move up and down, right and left. So for a phone, let's say I spent $100. And for credit cards, let's say $150, and for food, well, $300, and for candy, let's say $100, right? So similarly, I'm just going ahead and going to fill the amount for February and March as well. In this case, we have our labels over here, which represents the bills on the left hand side, and on the top, we have our months available, and in the middle we have numeric values or the dollar values, which represent the amount of expense that we are doing for each month against each bill. Now you will notice a little difference over here. As I said earlier, these are the text values that you have entered right over here on the left hand side and on the top, which are your labels. And then you have also entered numeric values. If you notice carefully, all the text values over here and here are left aligned. Can you see that? So these are all left aligned, right? And all the numeric values by default are right aligned. That is, they are tilted towards the right hand side. So by default, the text values are left aligned, and by default, the numeric values are right aligned. It's a small difference, but it makes a big impact as well. Now, the question is, why does this happen? Why is it that the numeric values by default are right aligned and the text values are left aligned? Well, one of the main reasons is that it makes it much cleaner. All right. Right now, these are whole numbers. Let me introduce some decimal numbers over here, and you will notice the difference right away. So for example, over here, let me just say it's $1,000.55. And over here, it is $100.25. So if you see the decimal places, since these are right aligned, it's nice and clean, and it's going like in one line. So if I just make it left aligned, so let me just choose these 2 cells and let me make it left justified. You will see that, you know, it's all over the place. It's not clean at all. Even if I put these numbers over here, you'll see that, you know, it's not that clean. All right. So this is not like especially for Excel. It's true for many other applications that you use, that usually the numerical values are you know, right aligned. So over here, let me just change this back and remove the decimals. Now, sometimes it may happen that you copy your data from some other source or from some other Excel and paste it in the Excel over here, and all these numbers are then left aligned, right? Typically, if that happens, you will see a sort of a green triangle arrow mark on the left hand side across all the numbers. And what that usually means is that when you have pasted the data, the Excel is treating them as text values. Okay. And the easiest way to resolve that is that when you select the cell, you will get a box just similar to like you know, this one. And when you click on that box, it will give you an option to convert to number. And once you do that, you know, the formatting will be right and it will be right justified, and Excel will treat them as numbers. So why don't you go ahead and fill up some numbers over here and try to see how the formatting works. And if you want, you can also click on the alignments and see how that works. And in the next video, we'll jump into some more details and go forward. Stay tuned.